Hi, this is Linda from Go for the Joy on a foggy Tuesday morning in White Rock, and I'm on the phone with Kathy from blisshabits.com. This is a woman that I write on her blog for once a week. She invited me to, so it's quite a blessing to do that. And Kathy's a busy mom as well and has many projects on the go and is just looking for a direction of the best use of her time because everything just looks so yummy to her. She doesn't quite know where to go. And and Kathy also writes has something going called What My Girl Says, Stuff My Girl Says. She's got a young 6-year-old, is it, Kathy?
Yep, she's 6 now. Yep.
A 6-year-old girl that has been quite entertaining for everyone in the Facebook world as she has been going through her years from a little girl to the time she is now. So that's a little bit about Kathy. Kathy lives in San Diego. No, sorry,
San Jose.
San Jose. Yeah, a little further north in San Diego. Okay, so we'll just go right into the reading. And the first card I've picked for you is Blessing. And so with that card, Kathy, I'm hearing there's just like a multitude of blessings in your life. And you recognize the blessings that you have. And as a consequence, they just keep pouring in. You're in total gratitude for your life, your husband, I hear, your daughter, even the 2 little kittens that have come in. So you're a woman that's in appreciation of who you are and where you are, knowing that you are blessed. So be confident that those blessings will keep pouring in because you give out as much as you receive as well, and that's why they keep pouring in. You're not afraid to be generous with your time, with your being, and sharing. So, okay.
All right.
The next card is...
I've always said I had to lead a charmed
life. Well, charmed lives still have their challenges, but the next card is relaxation. Oh, and with this, it's just, I want you just to breathe a sigh of relief. It's about taking more time for yourself. So you're so involved in what you're doing that you frequently don't take the time you need to do the things you need to do to nurture yourself. You're so busy nurturing everyone else. So it's about taking time to do more mindful things that will settle your body down a little bit. You've got a very busy brain, so wanting to clear that in a way so that you can see more clearly what the next step is for you, because everything's just so exciting for you. And it's about being still with yourself and giving yourself that time to do that in whatever way works for you. I'm hearing the word meditation. Is this something you haven't done or you have done?
I have. I'm not currently in any kind of practice. I think about it from time to time, but
yeah, I get that.
Yeah, it's not currently on my agenda.
And yet, for a very small investment of time, it will reap huge rewards for you. So don't feel that you have to sit for half an hour. You can grab 5 minutes, 10 minutes in the morning and 5-10 minutes in the evening. And it's not particularly what is about sitting for you. Sorry. It's about actually sitting and being quiet and still and shutting the door, or as soon as your girl goes off to school, come home and create a space for yourself that uplifts you with music, flowers, whatever. Create a sacred space to sit for 10 minutes with yourself and just sit with your breath. And it will be very an exploration for you into another way of being, and also very expansive for you. So it's well worth the time spent doing that. And I'm also hearing, don't beat yourself up when it doesn't go as well as you think it should go. You're a bit of a taskmaster with yourself. And so know that each day will be different and each moment is different. And it's simply just bringing your attention back to your breath. You could find some meditation CDs or people to listen to kind of guide you through them if you have difficulty. But I find the easiest way is just to bring your attention back to breath as soon as you get caught up in your thoughts, just kind of notice and go, all right, okay, back to the breath, and begin counting your breath again. Okay.
I'll try it.
The next card is choice, and you have many choices ahead of you.
Yep.
Many, many choices. Some of them involve the whole family, and that feels exciting to me. It feels like there is a new adventure on the horizon for you. And know that you can handle this well. It feels like a very good thing for you and your family. There's a feeling here for me that you've been kind of same old in some ways in your life, and you are ready for a broader horizon, as it were. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, that would be great.
Does it make sense, though? Is it something that...
Well, my husband and I are always talking about, like, when he doesn't have to do the job that he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't thrill him anymore.
Right.
And, you know, what would next look like? And interestingly enough, I just was reading about this family. They're called Bare Naked Family.
Yeah.
Go along with the naked topic over at Bliss Habits this week. But he was a executive at Dell, and they pretty much gave everything up and started living out of an RV, driving around the country, and created a life and a living and stuff doing that. And that was, I just read about them and thought, oh, that would be very interesting.
And that's a huge...
So I don't know if that is the adventure that is calling to us, but I think that as a family we're looking for something else. Like we spend 5 weeks in Hawaii. Maybe we'd like to actually live there.
Right.
You know, different places and things are calling us, but I can't say that we've settled on, it's going to be that or this.
Give it 6 months. There's something that will give you more clarity on that. It feels like then you have to make a decision. And just be patient and play. Yeah, play with the whole idea. You know, take a look at and see how other people are doing things differently and stepping out of their boxes to create a different life for themselves. Because that will soften both your family and you, like soften you and prepare you. Because if you can't think of something else, then you're not aware of the infinite possibilities out there. So can you see, as you've been thinking about that, then you read about the Bare Naked Family. And so you go, oh, well, there's something we could do. Not necessarily meaning you're going to, but you're open to the many possibilities that are out there.
Yeah.
And so keep doing that. Keep dreaming. Keep asking the questions. And be patient that the answers will come to you. Part of this seems like it's going to do with something that you have already been doing as you're creating your online community.
Okay, great.
Yeah, so just keep on doing what you're doing. Okay, the next card is freedom. I don't know why with this I immediately heard Freedom 55.
Freedom 55. So at 55, all the freedom we need.
So, Freedom 55, what does this mean? It means that you're doing the right things. You and your husband are actually a lovely team that work well together and consider each other's needs and feelings, and that will bring freedom to the whole family. And so know that that Freedom 55, that kind of life that everyone thinks is going to happen, it's not about being retired at all.
Yeah, no, that's not
This
my
card for you.
too.
Yeah, because there's too much fun out there for you. You wouldn't just stop doing what you're doing because you didn't have to anymore.
Yeah, I'm doing it now and I don't have to either.
Exactly, exactly. And so that's what it's about. It's creating the freedom that you're busy creating right now that will flow into other things. It's about the freedom to do absolutely anything that you want to do. And I hear this is more swaying towards your husband. So that because he's been asking the questions, there will be some things that will come to him. And tell him just to wait until something feels right, because there'll be some things come where he goes, well, maybe we should, I don't know. But if it doesn't feel right, just leave it alone and wait till, because there will be something else along. It's not as if there's just one thing. Okay?
Yeah.
So whatever first comes, just take it as a sign. Oh, this is working. This creating, this imagining, this visualizing, we're doing this what if is working. So how does it get better? What else is possible? So get him to ask that all the time at work. Do you think you could do that?
What? Could you say that again?
Get him to ask that when he's at work, when he thinks about work.
Okay.
How does it get better? What else is possible? Because those two questions open up possibilities. Because when you're stuck in one place, you tend to not see what else is possible. You're very good at inviting him into different possibilities, and he's quite willing to play with you. But when he's in that work environment, these are questions he can ask to keep himself in that position when he's not in your energy. Okay?
Got it.
Okay.
Got it.
And the next card is commitment. This is about being committed to who you be and not to turn yourself inside out or even screw with yourself just a little tiny bit to fit in with other people's ideas of who you should be. So this is just a cautionary card to be who you are without apology. And commit to that. Don't deviate from that at all, because you find yourself being drawn into situations that won't serve you well. Where you be kicking yourself thinking, oh, why did I do this? Okay, so this is really about your whole life period. It's just being who you be without apology, right? And be that that example for your daughter. And watch her. Okay. And watch her. Let her be the example for you. Okay?
Okay.
She doesn't make apologies for who she is.
Yeah,
she doesn't make herself smaller. She doesn't pull back anything. She's just who she is. She's a good teacher for you. Okay?
Okay.
The next card is cooperation. And so this is something that you're already doing, and it will grow. It's this cooperative adventure that you're on with so many other people, and I see it broadening into different countries.
Wow, awesome.
So that is something, if that floats your boat, then start putting your attention there. This isn't something that's just for your little corner of the world. Though it has been expanding, it can expand even further than that as you invite other people into the adventure. So think about, are you able to carry that over to another country, which is currently not been exposed to what you do, and then have other bloggers on doing the same habits? You see what I'm getting at? Now, I'm not saying that's it. I am not saying that's it, because it's all about choice, but I'm just seeing that it can expand into something more than it is.
Well, interestingly enough, I've recently been thinking, one of my most favorite and cherished things to do every week is when you send me the article that you're sharing on Bliss Habits and I pair it up with some art.
Oh, I love it.
I love it. I love that the artist gets some recognition. I love that it fits my. So I've come up with this kind of concept of, I'm calling it story art, where artists can share their stories and bloggers can look for pictures that fit their stories, and just a way for it can be a cross collaborative thing where everybody wins.
And that's a new way of doing business as well.
Yeah.
Right? It's this win-win situation and helping people to succeed in what they love to do. Yeah, I love when you pair the pictures. And then I also get a little amused that people email me and go, "Oh, thank you for using my art." And I go, I had nothing to do with it. So
You did, because you put the initial thought in the ether,
right? Well, for me, it's a blessing that you do that and that you pick out a title for the piece. You do that really well. I always love what you pull out the piece to use as the title for it. So I'm in a huge appreciation for that when you do that for me. But yes, that's a wonderful idea and fairly easy to implement, given that you're already working with so many different people and artists.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so nothing huge here, just stuff that you've been musing upon. Is there anything specific you want to ask?
Well, I don't know why I ongoingly get sort of inspired to like write for other blogs occasionally, and then I like kind of go down that path, and then I like hit this amazing writer's block and have nothing to say, and I sort of stall out, and I don't know if it's just like that is not my path, or is it just something I need to kind of push through and write anyway?
Okay, as soon as you said that, it's like write anyway. Because for one, and this is just my understanding, is if I read anything that's been posted on your blog before I write, I'm stuck. Because I read these amazing stories, right? And I think, oh, they're so articulate. I love how they played that out. I love the visual that they gave with the words. I love how short they are sometimes. So it goes like, oh, well, what am I doing then? There's that sense for me. What am I doing? Everyone else is doing so well with it. What's my voice matter? So I just have to ignore that. I just have to ignore that and go in and write the way I write without regard and try and twist myself around to be someone I'm not, right?
Yeah.
So I'd suggest you read so many pieces that you are judging yourself against that and not just writing. So yeah, I would practice it and I'd throw it out there and just kind of push yourself through it, because you are as gifted as writing as anyone else, and it'd be a fun playground for you. If you don't have new things to keep you going, you'd get bored pretty darn easy. Oh, are you laughing about that?
Well, that's true.
Yeah, so you get invited to write for a blog, go ahead, write for a blog. Just just stop judging those words. Sometimes just writing one piece and setting it aside and then leaving it and coming and looking at it again the next day. And then going at it again if you need to. It's just about letting stuff, sometimes for me it's just about letting stuff percolate a little bit.
Mm.
So thinking, what do I want to write about? I'm looking, I'm putting the questions out there. What am I writing about this week? Or what, yours is a little easier because there's a theme, but I've still got to kind of poke around till I find the way in, you know?
Yeah.
And if I stopped to judge myself over that, I'd be where you are, not doing anything.
Got it.
So don't judge yourself over this. I pulled a card when we were talking about that is willingness, just this willingness to play with it. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to finish the reading here, and then we'll start and do an interview. So everyone, this is the end of the reading with Kathy, kind of short and sweet, and we're going to sign off now and then continue with a conversation about her inspiration to begin her blog and her website, blisshabits.com. Okay, take care everyone. Bye-bye.